Proposal 2 would be adding the right to clean air, clean water, and a healthful environment to the Bill of Rights of the Constitution of New York. It seems like, as of now, only 3 states have environmental rights in their constitutions, those states being Pennsylvania, Montana, and Massachusetts. Several other states are currently in the process of adding environmental rights into their constitutions, those states being Iowa, Hawaii, Kentucky, Maine, New Mexico, Oregon, Washington, and West Virginia. In fact, when it comes to Maine, it seems like the bill that would amend the Constitution already passed both chambers of the legislature, so it will be going to the ballot as a ballot measure next year. Pretty sure November 8th of next year. Proposal number 3 would remove the requirement that people must register to vote 10 days before an election. So this would allow the state legislature to pass statutes that would allow for registration within a shorter time span before an election, and maybe even same day voter registration. Proposal number 4 would authorize the state legislature to pass a statute for no excuse absentee voting. So this would be essentially being able to use absentee ballots without having an excuse, right? So even if you were going to be within the county or district that you reside in, the day of the election, you can still use an absentee ballot to vote. So this would be akin to mail-in ballots, essentially. And interestingly enough, 34 states and Washington, D.C. do not require an excuse for voters to use an absentee ballot or ballot by mail. And we have 5 states that currently conduct elections completely by mail. So those states are Colorado, Hawaii, Oregon, Utah, and Washington State. Proposal 5 would increase the New York City's civil court's jurisdiction over lawsuits involving claims from $25,000 to $50,000. So if you were to have a case in New York City that involved a dollar amount higher than $25,000, you would have to file that in the Supreme Court of New York instead of the Civil Court of New York City. So something interesting about the New York court system is that the Supreme Court of New York isn't the highest court in New York State. The highest court in New York State is the New York Court of Appeals. So keep that in mind. I'll be putting some links from Ballotpedia in a couple of articles about these ballot measures so that you can see some of the point of views in regards to these ballot measures. I will also be putting some links in regards to voter registration for the state of New York, and another link so that you would be able to see if you registered to vote or not. If it's too late for you to register to vote, I would still say register to vote so that you don't have to worry about it for the next election cycle. If you are registered to vote for this election cycle, go out there and vote, right? Read a couple of these articles so that you can better understand the points of views on these ballot measures, and maybe even the people that you might end up needing to elect. Anyway, this is the end of the video. If you like the video, give it a like. If you dislike the video, give it a dislike. If you want to say something, put it in the comments. If you want to say something to me, you can at me both at my Twitter and Instagram at @extermage. Go out there and vote.